Hello, so I am tuning in with some collective energies, and right now we are seeing astrologically the final movement of Uranus in Taurus, transiting through Taurus, and this is the last time we will experience this transit in our lifetimes. And it has Uranus has just turned retrograde. And so what we are really being invited to do is reevaluate, restructure, refine, and really looking back at these certain patterns that may have been coming up, especially around those Taurian themes, which are worth, the material realm, value in the material realm. And with Uranus feeding into all of that, it is a reset energy. It is a kind of a zero pointing in ways that may feel unexpected, or things you could have never quite predicted before. That is a real Uranian impulse. And so we are seeing that majorly in terms of reevaluating ways that we look at our own worth. So we're bridging in those Uranian energies with the themes, the motifs of Taurus, and that's what we get, is these unexpected realizations, epiphanies, in terms of how we reflect, how we witness, how we perceive, how we feel, how we experience our own worth. And that is being reflected back to us within the material realm, because Taurus is an earth sign. And if you've ever spent time with people who have prominent Taurus placements, then you'll know that they often have a focus, and it's not necessarily negative, but in some way their world is very much material. There's aspects of them which are very concerned with the material realm, and that is just what typifies those beautiful Taurus Venusian energies. And so yeah, and so we're seeing a lot of surprises, a lot of fresh perspectives and lensing on how we have looked at those sorts of themes within our lives. And we're also experiencing a bit of an Akashic overflow here, where those themes come back up to be readdressed and come back up so that we can clear them and move through them. And I've been experiencing that in my own reality as well. And Taurus is my 8th house. So that is death, renewal, rebirth, inheritance, and sort of ancestral legacy. And so many of my experiences in this last little while have been reflecting that back and asking me to really shift into a whole new frequency in terms of how I define my worth and the work that I put out in the world, and how I have a propensity, and this is an ancestral pattern, a propensity to overgive and to be too willing to overstep my own boundaries in order to make sure others are okay. And the lessons that I've experienced over this last little while have been, it's really that energy of no more. Like, you can't do this anymore. And it's like my body is literally not allowing me to carry out these same patterns. It's like the energy feels so heavy when I try to step into that now, that it's just, I'm rewriting, I'm having to rewrite, I'm having to course correct, because there is no momentum behind that old pattern anymore. And what comes with that is this huge shedding and this huge release, emotionally, spiritually, physically, on all the different layers and levels. And what I find when we are going through these huge upgrades, these huge up levels like this, is that we have to find a way to hold that new frequency. And sometimes it can feel like we're slipping back, and that often is what we can experience during retrogrades, is like, oh, what's I thought I'd surpassed that, I thought I'd moved past that already, and yet I'm experiencing almost a recapitulation of those same frequencies, and it's coming up to make sure that you can hold that new energy, that you can hold that new frequency. That's that recalibration process where we're shifting, our cells are literally purging these ways of being that we have held for so long, and it's saying, can you hold this level up? Can you hold and sustain this new frequency? And so that's why the energies feel so intense, because it's like getting slapped in the face, and it's being like, are you gonna take this crap anymore? Have you learned the lesson? And so we're seeing this a lot depending on where Taurus is in your chart. And you don't have to have planets in Taurus, but depending on where it falls in your houses, that is reflective of the area of life that it is these reflections are going to be manifesting for you. So check your chart out and look at where this might be being mirrored back to you right now. And as I said before, it's like we're having this bleed through from the Akash. The Akash is shifting so much right now. so much. So many rewritings, rescriptings. Yeah, so much rescripting energy. So when that happens, if you notice those old patterns coming up, it's really just about tackling them head on and not seeing it as, oh no, I'm going backwards, oh no, what's happening here. No, none of that. We're just, you tackle it head on. And if you need the emotional release, if you need to do a bit of, that sort of repatterning of your belief systems alongside it, then do it. But just allow it to move through, because it's just another layer of this next level of shedding. And yeah, could say more, but I will leave it here. I'm just gonna double check that's everything that wanted to come through. Okay, thank you, take care, goodbye.